So I'm back from the reunion and my hair managed not to get pulled out for once. My eyeballs are still here, but anyways, I finally got to watch episode 6, Drag Queen. So that is what we're going to talk about. It was a really good episode. And it starts off with the whole no team things. Like Ray J brings in a present. And it's not Bad Girls Club. Like he's obviously not sending us on a trip. Like I already knew that it was going to be no alliances that we're going to have the same shirt. You pretty much see it, but like... For one thing I noticed, I didn't notice till this episode, but they never show our confessionals. About halfway through the season, we got a confessional room, and the reason I remember is because when we got the shirts, we all did a confessional that we were all still the red team, like, regardless of the stupid fire shirts. The gold team's all happy because, you know, they think whatever, but, like, we already have our alliances, you guys have your alliances. So the no team thing, like, it doesn't matter. The only thing that matters is we don't have to do 2 challenges per day, which is the team and then the captain challenge. Now we just have 1 challenge to worry about. So that's the only good news to me about the no team thing. While we were in the house, I kept telling Shelly, I'm like, Megan is only befriending you because she wants you as an alliance. Like she is already losing parts of her people, whatever. And for one, she's trying to be your friend for an alliance, and because I think the fact that she doesn't like me. So not only to get under my skin, but just so I necessarily won't be targeting her with one of my strongest players, which would be Shelly. So I think it's strategic, the reason why Megan is trying to befriend Shelly. You even see her like one time like holding on Shelly's arm and talking to her. Like, I think it's complete bullshit. Shelly didn't listen to me, but you know, it's whatever. I asked Megan more than once to her face, I'm like, Megan, I know you don't like me. Do you like me? She's like, no, I like you, Sarah. I would tell you if I didn't like you. And once again, you see it. She even came to me and said, Sarah, I'm not sending you home. You're not going to be the one I send home. But I'm still thinking like, maybe so. And not only maybe so, but like you tell me to my face you like me when clearly you don't. So I don't necessarily believe you when you say you're not sending me home. She wants to send me home. It's just that she wants to send Camilla and Rocky home even more than me. So that's the only reason that Megan did not put me up. So, you know, we do the challenge, and it's kind of funny because actually Shelly and Janelle went first, which was ridiculous. Shelly didn't just take off. She actually started to walk, and then Janelle fell. And later on, you know, I guess Megan ends up winning. Like, she drags me completely through the dirt. Like, I didn't even stand a chance. Like, she just took off running. But, like, once I started to see what was going on and Shelly made it to the finals, I did tell Shelly, I was like, Shelly, don't just grab the ball and then run. Like, I noticed girls were falling. Like, when they start messing up is when they fall. I said, so as soon as you get your ball, drop to the ground, which will pull her down, and then start dragging. Of course, Megan, I wouldn't say cheating in this time because it was really being smart and strategic. She takes Shelly's ball. But I think Shelly would, without her being in panic mode, it still would have worked. If Shelly would have dropped as soon as she got the ball, Megan would have fallen down and been trying to pick herself up rather than the opposite with Megan dragging Shelly. Okay, so one thing you don't notice is that it looks like, you know, there's dirt randomly in my eye. I actually got dirt in my eye as soon as we walked out. If you notice, like, wind's blowing, there's dust all in the air. I had, like, eye drops in my eye, like, trying to wash it out. It was, like, killing me. So when I'm doing the challenge, there was already dirt in my eye. And all the girls wanted to go on the pink side. Like, they flipped a coin. Whoever won the coin toss gets to pick which side they want to go on. And if you notice, like, most of the girls were winning on the pink, with the exclusion of Rocky beating Nancy on the purple side. And for one, the wind was blowing that way, so if you're going against the purple, there was even more dirt flying in your eye. Okay, so Megan wins, and we find out that there's a double elimination. My dad's staring at me behind the camera. He's doing the dishes, and he's waving. You could come say hi, he's retarded. Megan won, Janelle. Okay, so Janelle's all happy that Megan wins and stuff like that, and I'm still thinking, like, hello, like, it's a double elimination. Megan only gets to put up 2 people. Like, I don't know why you're being so cocky and whatever else. And, like, you didn't see last week, but on football, like, Janelle started to get a little bit of an attitude. She's like, goon squad, goon squad. She even called me a bitch when we were playing football because I was the one throwing the ball back. And I'm like, Janelle, you were so sweet on your season. I stuck up for you at the reunion. I had your back. And then next thing you know, because she's with Megan, she thinks she's all tough talking about goon squad and all this crazy stuff. I personally like Janelle. You know, we just shot the reunion. I did a clip show with her, so I don't have an issue with her. But it's kind of funny that she's so cocky and looking like, I'm safe tonight. I'm safe from this elimination. Like, my bitch Megan won. Clearly, you were a little too ahead of yourself, Janelle. Okay, so it's time to go out, and me and Rocky are already like, I don't want to go out with these girls. Like, I'd rather stay home, but we have to go out for one. So everybody's like partying, drinking in the limo, and me and Rocky are kind of in the corner like, I don't really feel like being here. I don't want to be with these girls. But we made the best of it, and we ended up having a good time that night. So it's time for nomination time, where we normally deliberate, and Ray J's like, oh, it's going to be Bad Girls Revenge. And you see me clearly, like, I was like, well, if we get to put up another person, it's not necessarily about sending the strongest home, which would be Valentina on the opposite side. We need to break up alliances. And, like, the plan is genius. Like, hello, if we send Janelle home, Megan's alliance is broken. If Camilla goes home, which is the plan, and we save Rocky, then Nancy and Camilla's alliance is broken. So we got Megan left, Nancy, and then Valentina is kind of like in between the two. So if those three click up, like, okay, that's fine. What, you have a 3 gold member alliance, and we still have a 5 member alliance with, you know, not sure where Elease is in between. But at this point, I really like Elease, and I'm pretty sure that she is the red team at this point. So I'm happy about that. So, you know, we're sitting on the couch, and Megan says that she's putting up Rocky and Camilla. I'm absolutely relieved, but I'm like, okay, now we do my plan. We all have to put up Janelle. And Megan's not going to even see it coming. So it's kind of funny because initially Elease was starting. And then Elease was like, she didn't want to say who she wanted to put up. So then Rocky's like, oh, well, I put up Janelle. You know, I didn't know Janelle and Rocky had like this alliance thing going on, or an allegiance, as Janelle calls it. But Rocky puts up Janelle anyways to save herself. And last week I saved Camilla. And Camilla's like, Sarah, I got your back. I'll make sure my girls got your back and da-da-da. When clearly, you see what happens, like, how can Camilla say loyalty? Like, she just said she had my back. I did her nails. Like, I was the only one. I had, like, my little gel kit. I did Camilla's nails. And she's gonna be like, Sarah, I had to put you up because you're a threat to me. And then the funny thing, too, is, like, after I say, Janelle, yes, I'm putting you up, Janelle's gonna say, oh, well, I'm putting up Sarah because Sarah put me up. For one, you and Megan already discussed it. Megan even said, I want Sarah, Rocky, and Camilla to go home. Don't act like you're putting me up because I put you up. Like, be a boss bitch and be like, no, Sarah, I'm putting you up because that's what's best for me and my alliances. Like, don't be all, I'm putting you up because you put me up. Like, easy way out type of thing. I think that was stupid. So, with Elease supposedly, you know, saying she doesn't want to go first, it ends up coming down to, oh my God, Elease is the freaking tiebreaker. Like, you have to be kidding me. And you don't really see this, but if you watch it back, you can tell. There's like one point, Camilla was tapping Elease. I didn't notice it. Elease told me after the nominations were done. But there's like a point where you see like a piece of hair like being pulled. You don't see hands or anything from Camilla, but you see Elise's hair being touched. And then it's funny because then you see Elease, or not Elease, you see Camilla's hand going back. So clearly, like, Elease, like, Camilla was doing what Elease said, and she was basically tapping her like, Elease, you better do what we say, and blah, blah, blah. So I'm very happy that Elease did what she said and kept her loyalty to me because, as I've been saying, like, me and Elease have been growing close. I really like her at this point. Me and Shelly and her are, like, getting along, so I was proud for Elease for sticking up for, you know, what she wanted to do and not what Camilla wanted her to do. So as you see, like, people are not necessarily backstabbing each other. Well, maybe just a little bit. Me and Camilla didn't have, like, a real big, like, alliance. It was just like, okay, I'm going to save you, and you make sure I'm good next time. And it wasn't me asking Camilla. Camilla asked and offered me. So Camilla, you know, of course, turned on me to save herself. And then Rocky turned on Janelle to save herself. But in the end, like, it's time for eliminations. And I didn't know that Tiana was kind of iffy. It kind of seemed that way, but I knew Tiana was going to go my way and save Rocky because Rocky and I have grown extremely close. And yeah, her and Janelle made up, but at the end of the day, Tiana and, you know, Janelle aren't friends like that. So I'm glad Tiana stuck to her word. I'm glad Elease stuck to her word. And of course, Rocky is saved. So during, like, elimination, it was really sad seeing, like, Rocky up there. Like, she looked like she was about to cry. She didn't have her shoes on. She was, like, looking like a puppy and stuff. Like, I felt so bad for her. It made me want to cry how upset she was. And I was just like, no worries. I know Elease, like, is going to keep her word. Like, I know you're safe, Rocky. Don't worry. Rocky's still questioning if Elease is going to save her or not. But I already knew what time it was, and I knew Rocky was going to be safe. And afterwards, this is the crazy part. I'm sitting between Valentina and Megan. And I know Nancy's behind me. I see Camilla kind of looking like, who voted, who this, who that. And I'm like, I wasn't just thinking that Camilla was going to attack Elease. I thought Megan and Valentina might have been something in it too. And I'm looking at Megan like, Bitch, I hope you don't sneak attack me. Like, I thought Megan might have do something to me, and then Camilla against Elease, like, you know, everybody's super paranoid. I didn't know what the hell was going on, but I knew something was about to go down, and I did not want to be in the middle of it. So, of course, Camilla, like, keep in mind we were cool the week before, and I saved her. You know, she goes and gives Valentina a hug. She, like, skips right over me, and I'm thinking, like, bitch, you try to put me up. I saved you. Like, why aren't you giving me a hug by? Like, I thought we were cool, but, you know, it is what it is. Like, of course I'm going to say Rocky over you. Like, that's my girl. So, next thing you know, she sneaks up behind, and then she grabs Elise. She's attacking her or whatever. And my first instinct, and this isn't because Elise didn't put me up for elimination, whatever. It's because Elise and I have grown close over the past few episodes. And, like, you're not just about to sneak my friend from the back and attack her. Like, I was getting her off of her. Like, it's crazy because the security was kind of like in the middle, but they weren't really doing anything. Like, Camilla almost kicked Elise right in the head, and I was like, no, and I was like pushing, like, I literally caught her foot and moved it over because her foot was coming right at Elise's head. So I'm very happy Elise stuck up for herself. Like, she didn't cry, she just kind of took it, fought back, whatever. And after the fight was broken up, you know, Camilla leaves, and Elise is like pulled aside for a minute. I go and get Elise's shoes, so I'm standing there holding them, and the producers even were like, Sarah, go sit down. And Lisa, the producer that's always like about it and stuff, you saw on Miami where she was like, Mimi over there, Sarah over there, like she was going crazy. That's Lisa, like she's cool as shit. Lisa was like, Sarah, go sit down, and I'm like, I don't feel comfortable, I don't want to sit over there, because I'm still thinking like, what is going on? Nancy's mad, I don't know what Megan's thinking, because you never know what Megan's thinking. I'm like, I'm not going to go sit over there, I'm going to hold Elise's shoes, and I'm ready to get out of here. So, of course, you know, the gold members are mad that the red team has an alliance. Like, hello, it's not just, oh, yeah, there's no teams, no gold team, no red team, but our red team is an alliance, so it's not about red and gold. It's just easier to say it that way because we were all on the red and we're all on alliance now. So, they're just mad. Their gold team only has 3 people. Like I said, they're going to click up. It's going to be 5 red against 3 gold, and guess what? They're all going home. So after we get back into the house, you know, I'm super excited. I run to Rocky and I'm like, congratulations. And you hear Rocky say, I want the cards. You guys don't know what it means. But over like the past few weeks, you know, we get to play cards every once in a while. Like when the cameras aren't really, you know, like on us, we get to play cards. And anytime they took away our cards, we'd always be like, I want the cards. I want the cards. So, you know, we even said it when Rocky did not get sent home and we found out she won. I jokingly said, Rocky wants the cards. Everybody kind of just laughed, whatever. But that's where the I want the cards came in. We would play spades all the time. Shelly and Rocky learned how to play spades for the first time while we were living in the house. So that's what I want the cards came from. So at the very end of the episode, Nancy says exactly what I wanted to happen in the first place. She was like, dang, Megan, like, you put up, you know, 2 gold people, and it's like, you know, my alliance being Nancy, my alliance is gone, your alliance is gone at the same damn time. That's exactly what Sarah wanted, so I'm extremely happy. It's now 5 versus 3, and I'm very excited for next week. So yeah, that is my review of episode 6. You know, I was stuck in LA because of the snow and ice, and we filmed the reunion. And the reunion's going to be really good. Y'all know I was turned up and I had a lot of fun. It was good to see Rocky, Shelly, Steph, Valentina, Paula, like a lot of the other girls again. So it was a lot of fun, and I know you guys are going to enjoy. You're going to enjoy the reunion. Mwah.